So a lot of people complain that the clutches on the 10 Gen SIs are really bad and really weak. I hear it all the time, and I just don't understand why, because I'm going to say right off the bat, I'm on stock clutch, and I'm running like 24, 25 pounds of boost in this car. I've never slipped it once. I bought this car used with 11,000 miles on it, and when I bought it, it was bone stock. Now, you know, you could argue, well, maybe it is aftermarket clutch, and they just, you know, reverted back to stock with everything else. That's not true, because I've driven someone's car, okay, a 10 Gen SI with like a stage 3 clutch, and it was so heavy, it was even hard for me to push the pedal down because I'm so used to this one. So this is definitely a stock clutch, and this car now has 87,000 miles on it. It's been tuned for around 17,000, and I've been running 24, 25 PSI for around maybe 2,000 miles. I also learned a manual on this car. So when I drove it home, it was a very chirpy and bumpy ride. Okay, I chirped the tires many times. That's because it was my first time driving a manual. So this car not only got abused from me learning manual, I tracked the car once so far. And I beat the crap out of it on the daily. This car actually takes all the abuse, and the clutch has been perfectly fine. So like I said, a lot of people, you know, find it hard to believe that like I'm on stock clutch. I definitely am. Like I said, I'm running Fairable 1.5 R tune. Okay, it's a pretty aggressive tune, and the boost kicks in rapidly, and it puts you back in your seat pretty good. This car at 25 PSI is making right around 250 wheel horsepower and 300 wheel torque if I had to take a guess. And like I said, I haven't had any issue with the clutch yet. Don't want to jinx it, all right? So don't give up on me, clutch, because I don't feel like buying a new one right now. But this clutch has been great for me. I do first gear pulls, not all the time. I know it's bad for the clutch, but I'll do first gear pulls sometimes, a second gear quite often, third gear a lot, and I mean, just never had clutch slip ever in this car. The only time I actually slipped the clutch was my fault, because my foot was still on the clutch. I messed up. I was doing a pull. I really sucked. I don't know what I was doing. Okay, I was ripping around and I sucked at driving for a second, and I slipped the clutch by myself. And that was with the old tune, which was just a base map tune. With the Fairable tune, which is more boost, more aggressive, I've never slipped it once. This clutch still grabs just fine. 87,000 miles, like I said, around 17,000 miles being tuned and around 2,000 miles being on the Fairable tune. This clutch has been perfectly fine for me. I know a lot of people complain, they're like, oh, the clutches in these cars are glass, they're booty. It's like, well, I don't know what you're doing in your car, because like I said, I learned manual in this car, and it's been perfectly fine for me. So I don't know what y'all are doing with your 10 Gen SIs, okay? I'm not sure if you're freaking doing burnouts with them or what, or if you're clutch dropping them, which I did. I clutch dropped this car 5 times when I first bought it, because I was kind of stupid, and the clutch is still fine. That's what I don't understand, how y'all are going through clutches. Okay, I all the time I hear like, oh yeah, well I'm on my 3rd clutch. I'm like, what are you doing in your car? What are you doing? I don't understand what you're doing. Take it from me, in my car, stock clutch in these SIs, not bad. But then, you know, you got the people that are like, well, I want to push 350 horsepower, and the car should be able to take that no problem. The car makes 200 from the factory. So if you want to almost double the power on it, you're gonna need a clutch. That just makes sense. I don't understand. You're doubling the output almost, and you want the stock clutch to hold that? That's not how that works. Stock clutch in these cars is perfectly fine, no problem. And you can tell I have a big wing on my car on a Civic, which means, you know, I'm the kid in the morning at 3 o'clock who likes to rip around. My clutch is still fine. Just a really quick video, like a really quick video. I just want to get that out there. The clutch on these cars is fine. Stop complaining about it. Thank you for watching. Actually, hold on. There's one more thing I want to tell you. If you're pushing anything above 250 wheel horsepower, maybe 300 or something, then yes, you're gonna most likely need a clutch, and I mean like an aftermarket clutch. All I'm saying is that the stock clutch is perfectly usable for some power or stock. People say it's useless. That's not true. I should have said this in the video. My apologies. When I was recording this video, I was like not fully there. So yeah. Okay, now you can go about your day. Oh shit. Oh shit.